It's it's all. Yeah, but you're a layperson. I'm talking. I mean, how many scientific journals do you read? Not Discovery Channel. Not that bullshit. Not that bullshit Discovery Channel. But I'm talking about real white paper stuff. That's why there's
White people done by what? White people?
But yeah, exactly.
Real white people.
Why does it have to be
Real
white
white
people?
people stuff.
He said that like it made a difference. Oh, no, the white paper.
I'm sorry.
The paper
I'm
of my
sorry.
people.
No, but these is Las Vegas.
The paper of my people.
You're coming from a visceral point. Your argument's visceral. It's
I
not.
didn't even give you an argument.
For real.
No,
I said 4 things so far.
but they're all visceral. They're not.
Okay.
They're not
Yeah, right.
scientific.
Dig
Yeah,
in,
there
Bruno.
you go.
Dig in.
There you go.
Conversation.
You know why?
Your body language
You know
said
why?
that.
Because we are live, and welcome to another episode of The Other Side of Vegas. I am Roy Evans.
I'm Bruno Browning, class of 90 Georgia Tech and physics. Fucking guy.
And
Yeah, motherfucker.
and we are on location here at Juicy Beats. I want to thank my gracious hosts, Tino and Oscar, for allowing us to
Big ups.
to broadcast live here, and our other sponsors for this show, One Stop DJ Shop. Big up to my man Rob Alon and Doug W.
Big Rob.
And from Unfiltered Soul. And we are here with our special guest, Jessica Lynn.
Old school,
of
baby.
Wrecking Crew Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, will be jumping
Tonight.
off here later on tonight. And first off, salute. Thank you for being here.
Yamas.
Thank you.
Boom. Two of my favorite peeps. Wow.
That was water, by the way, Mom. It was
Yeah.
water.
Yes, ma'am.
She don't believe that.
Yes, ma'am. That was definitely water.
I don't even know your mom. I know she don't believe that.
Mama know better. And yeah, and this is just regular ice cream.
Monkey business.
Yeah, this is the countdown before I'm a G Mom.
There's no flaw.
There you go.
Yep, hours. Having a grandbaby tomorrow.
There it is. Big up to Destiny.
Woo.
And and the baby to be.
Yes.
Man.
Trying to quiet down.
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, let me get some business out of the way.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Monkey
so-
business.
We got, matter of fact, last night was really popping over at Tacos and Beer for
dude, I heard
Taco
that. I
Tuesday.
heard it was going off.
It was ridiculous. And for the life of me, I can't think of her name right now. But, you know, it was really good. You know, it's always good. And same thing with, I stopped down at DCR last night also.
Who they have last night?
Medi. Always good to see Medi. In the whole Cymatic Session fam. Today, we have Unfiltered Soul, Rob Alon, and Doug W at DCR. And they also stream live if you go check out their Unfiltered Soul channel, page. And also tonight here at Juicy Beats, we have Jessica Lynn with you know,
Wrecking
the
Crew.
the usual suspects,
Yes.
you know.
If it's some more suspect.
Audio
Audio
Bender
Bender,
and
D.
and
Griggly.
D.
Yep.
And also you're gonna have here with Dollar?
We got Mr. Dollars in the house, Lil E.
Yeah.
Like my nephew, so he's gonna be here with some special guests, his friends. We're gonna hop on. We also have our resident joining us too, Carlos Celeste. Like you said, Audio Bender and D Griggly. We got hookahs coming in tonight, so
Nice,
we're gonna
nice.
see how it goes. Now
And,
mixing the old with the
The new.
yes.
And Thursday, as usual, you have Unfiltered, not Unfiltered Soul, but Downtown Soul, Lenny and Akaika down at DCR. And you also have here at Juicy Beats tomorrow, Jay Handel
Love
and
that
Sojourner. He's going to be doing the little live set there. Matter of fact, and Jay's going to play like a whole 5-hour joint with Sojourner kind of hopping
Really?
in, doing some live accompaniment.
I might come down for that.
And then Friday you have Friday Night Social with Carlos Sanchez at Downtown Cocktail Room, as
OG.
well as, hey, Oscar, who's here at Juicy Beats Friday?
The bartenders will be here in case you heard.
Isn't it minimal beats?
It's-
Minimal beats, right?
Minimal night. It's
It's-
all special guys.
And it's gonna be just Oscar. He's gonna be mixing drinks and
She'll be
beats.
beatboxing.
And Saturday at DCR you have Douglas Gibbs with Saturday Night Vibe.
Uncle Ben?
And
Doug.
and then and also Saturday back here at Juicy Beats, Which week is this? This is not
Is this
release.
Black Irish is
Yeah, this is release. This is the release
Wow.
week. With yep, with Aaron, Black Irish,
Is he real
and
Irish?
Harry A.
Yes.
And then Sunday you got Nacho House Sunday at Tacos and Beer with I want to say Flash Gang. I could be
course.
wrong,
Shit.
Of course.
but the flyer's there. You can see it. Actually,
it a caravan?
it's right there. No, Caravan was
Caravan
last
was
week.
last week.
And they were here.
But and then you have the after hour here at Juicy Beats after Nacho House with Club DJ Guevers. Yeah, there you go, right there, bang.
Oh, wow.
And that was right on time too.
Dude, that was precision money.
That's awesome.
And also, I want to
How'd
big
you
up
do
my
that?
boys that are going out to Chicago this coming weekend. My boy Tony Cufford and Black Irish Aaron and Ikaika and Lenny Alfonso.
Go down.
They're going out repping Vegas out in Chicago. So happy for them. And matter of fact, and Robin Doug will be out in Chicago also. So big ups to them. Vegas will definitely be representing out in Chi-Town. So with that out of the way,
We just let anybody
Bang.
come sit out here now.
you know,
Yeah. That's
nah. I mean, but
That's the
besides
back. Shut up.
being, someone I've known for a while, which obviously makes me slightly biased. By the time we're done, you'll see why she's here.
It's hard not to be.
You
It's
know?
hard not to be. She's a
Yeah.
fixture in the scene and has made. She always makes me smile.
Numerous contributions behind the scene, on the mic, with a beautiful voice, getting it in, as well as on the decks. Jessica Lynn, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
What?
So let's address the elephant in the room. We're talking about history and the history of house music in Vegas, and here it is, beautiful female and DJ. Before we get into that, how did you get started?
Man, since I was a kid, I inherited my parents' record collection, and I've been playing vinyl, like, just watching the needle go round and round since I can remember, But, growing up here in the scene, I just remember, just getting on the microphone, at all the little underground raves and stuff. First time I got on the microphone was with Jose Too Hype. I think I was like 15 years old.
Underage.
Yeah, it was definitely underage. Like, all we wanted to do was just go out and hear the music, hear the DJs play. We didn't, care about drugs or drinking or anything. We just wanted to go see the next party and hear the next DJ. And that's just where it all started, And then as time went by, it just happened.
So, your introduction to house music was that Soul Kitchen?
No, it wasn't Soul Kitchen. It was way before that.
I knew you way before there was a Soul Kitchen.
I mean, it was like, gosh, I had already, in 96, I had already, like, calmed down with all the underground raves and stuff. We were throwing, like, house parties.
She said she had calmed
I
down
think,
by 96.
Yeah, I swear to God.
She was
it
19.
Was like, I was.
Which implies
But, you
that
know.
it went so far left field.
That she had to calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. That's how Vegas is. Growing up here in the scene, it was just crazy. I mean, the first party crew that I really knew was John Michael, So Rough, So Tough.
Liquid
My
Courage.
mom
Michael.
used to, take us. She used to drive us to the parties and park down the street. Richard McWile, he better be watching. Zara, she's watching right now. They know. They were with me, and I remember they were DJing, and at a house party, they'd get like an extension cord from the next house and just have the DJ, the speakers, and all that stuff. And then after that, it was just like I took a break, and I ran into Keith Evan and Brian Minogue.
Big ups to Keith and Brian.
Yes.
House Society.
Yes, House Society.
Carlos Sanchez.
Yep, it was those three. But ran into him and at some birthday party, just started singing gospel with him, And he was like, "Do you like house music?" I was like, "House music? What do you know about house music?"
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, man. And I'm like, 22 years old. I'm like a house veteran right here. You know, like, what do you know? He was
I
like,
got skin in the game, son.
he's just like, why don't you just, come to Mandalay Bay to the China Grill, for Dragon on Wednesday nights.
With Wayne.
Yeah, so I went up there and they gave me the microphone.
Uh-oh.
And that's the first time I met Carlos Sanchez. And he was just like, all right, I just want you to be like, sing something like Feel the Vibe. That was it. And I was just like,
There's a lot of words he used for you.
That's it, Feel the Vibe. So I'm sitting there like in front of everybody while the DJ's playing. And I'm just like, feel the vibe. Feel the vibe.
He's like, brilliant.
And then everybody's like, bing. And they're all just talking. I'm over here just like, feel the vibe. I'm just like, okay, is everybody all right? Because everybody's dancing. They're just like, oh my God, yeah. I barely had the baby. I barely had Ariel, and I was just like, wow, okay, this is a great vibe. It was a great vibe.
You were feeling it.
I was feeling the vibe. Feeling the vibe, So just freestyling over the microphone. I don't care where it was. Like, if the DJ had a dope-ass bass line, I'd be like, you got a dope-ass bass line? As long as there's no vocals, give me the microphone, I'm down. Just walk right up there.
And you can look at Carlos eye to eye too, which is probably
especially back in those days, I wore like platforms, so I was like 7 feet
that
tall.
went a long way.
I don't know why I used to wear those things, but I was
So
man.
unnecessary.
I was just
So
like,
unnecessary. Those
I was like, the way I used to dress was like extremely raver. But
calm down, Grandma. Calm down.
I know. I can't do that no more. I can wear flats. I'm a G-ma. But yeah, so then so that's when Keith and them, they decided to do House Society, and it was at the Crossroads at House of Blues.
2002,
I think
2003,
yep,
something like that?
2002. And all you guys all have it easy nowadays. With social media, texting, emailing, whatever. I sat there for 4 to 5 hours a week calling all you guys on a landline,
Not them. They weren't born
inviting you, leaving voicemails on your answering machine. Inviting you out to Soundbar.
That's why you never got my number.
I don't know. Are you Man, that packet of phone numbers, I swear to God, Keith would be like, here you go. And I'm all, it was like a phone book. I was sat there like all day long. Thank God it wasn't a cell phone because that thing would have been dead. Or been out of minutes.
She was.
Yeah, so that was a good run. It was always Brian, Carlos, and Keith, and I would be on the microphone with Tommy Marth, rest in peace, my boy Tommy Marth on the sax. And we used to fight over the microphone. We had one microphone.
I've seen you fight over a microphone
before. Oh,
before.
yeah? We fought over that one, and it was duct tape and everything, but we fought over it, man. That was my boy, so we had good times there. Sometimes, like, once a month, we'd have, like, big shows in the main room at House of Blues. A few times we had, we had the OM parties. We had Mark Farina.
He's a hack.
We had Mark Farina there, I remember those days. It was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
See, when Mark plays with us, it's never an issue.
Of course not.
That was a long time ago.
He's brilliant then.
That was a long time ago.
He is brilliant.
Off strip.
That's in my platform days when he was up to my hip.
Oh, snap.
I don't wear platforms anymore.
Oh, my God.
I was like, oh my God.
Damn, that was some funny shit.
But yeah,
Wow.
and then I remember things, and then we left there. We went to SRO,
I missed that part.
Glow or whatever.
No. You know what party's good? When you go there and you come out, obviously, and your car's been broken into and all the CDs stolen, and you're like, you know what? That party's pretty good. I stand by my decision coming here tonight.
It was just CDs.
Yep. God, I remember being on the microphone with them so many times. It was just so much fun.
That's where I first met Royce, was at SRO.
Yeah, oh heck yeah. Royce goes way back. Tony and Royce, way back. I knew Tony when I was 14 too.
Royce Ramirez, Tony
Royce,
Comfort.
yes.
Yep.
Dude, that New Jack joint that was on the radio back in the day, I hear about.
Oh heck yeah.
See? You
Yeah.
don't like talking about it, but I bring it up because that shit's good. I heard it. That shit's
Yep. And I think Soundbar, we went to like Taboo, and the Taboo days, they were crazy.
Taboo was at Palms, right?
It was at MGM.
MGM.
Yes.
They ended at the Palms.
Javier.
Yes, they ended
Okay.
at the Palms.
Yeah.
Javier.
Yes, Javier.
How do you say? Motherfucker's been in this country forever. There's a girl coming around. He goes, "How do you say?" Motherfucker, you know how to speak English. How do you say?
In the cage, the DJ booth.
That was part of his Rico Suave routine.
It was up to last year. He goes, hadn't seen him forever, and I'm back towards these girls. And he's like, "Oh, so how do you say?" I'm like, "All right, motherfucker, how do you say?"
Yep. But before it moved though, you know, it kind of like they took a break. Soundbar took a break, and that's when Freddie Montanez from Chicago,
my man.
you know, me and him actually we released a track that came out on Move 'Em Records. It ended up coming out on Eddie Richards' Fabric Volume 16, I believe.
That's awesome.
Because I remember the next volume was Doc Martin.
Dude, let me tell you, Freddie is one hell of a producer.
Yeah, he had his
He ain't
little
doing a whole lot these
machine
days. Like he's
in
running
the
like
kitchen,
he's running like
making beats.
marathons and stuff now.
Yeah.
Half marathons with like a cardigan, and like
Oh, wow.
he's in the straight grandpa mode.
I
Man.
didn't
But
know.
one of the best producers.
Yeah, he was
It was
great.
always good to hold back a cut.
Yep.
In fact, he held back gave me his version of Jefferson's Mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
And because I spent hundreds of dollars to John Michaels. Like,
Yep.
Hundreds of
All
dollars.
of us did. I still have all of it.
Dude, I was yeah.
And I thought I would get a discount because we went to high school together, but like
Man,
nope.
this was a
I
business
actually
arrangement.
donated.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah, I wanted it back. I wanted it back. But yeah, so you know,
Good times,
Freddie Montanez was just like, you know, we're gonna start this Thursday night because Soundbar was on a Thursday night. Like, you know, since it's not, you know, they're taking a break, let's do it, but let's do it where everybody gets together. You know, like everybody plays, not just, you know.
So he's to blame.
Yeah.
That's where it
That's
started.
where it started.
And then that's when I
Fuck
met.
you, Freddie.
I actually met Edgar at Soundbar. I
Participation.
met Edgar and Lisa at Soundbar. I remember that. But Edgar had all the sound. Jason Rios had the spot at the Heights.
Freddie was a hell of a DJ too, man. Freddie's a hell
Big
of
ups
a
Yes.
to Edgar Reyes, Lisa, and Jason Rios. I haven't seen Jason in a minute,
Yes.
but like real like
It's good seeing Edgar on
like
Sunday.
we're talking history and we're talking like, you know, like it's important to kind of just hop in for a second and like, granted, yeah, we all know each other, so it seems a little biased because it is, but it's real history. I mean, these are the people that made these sacrifices, that
Yeah.
made these investments,
Still making it.
that
Still
had
making
these
sacrifices.
arguments with their significant others, you know,
Yeah.
why they were out late and not making no money.
That's a
you
good
know,
point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good part.
it's all of these things, you know, when we talk about the history of house music in Vegas, you know, that shit didn't happen in the fucking hotels. Now, granted, we did events in the hotels, you know, but it was like, you know what, fuck it, we're not doing anything with that room, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, so it's real shit, you know, and these people all played a part in it. You know, so I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, don't be sorry. It's true. I mean, it was huge sacrifices. I mean, we have kids, you know. Like, I had to step away from the scene so many times because I have 100 kids, you know. So every single time. I actually went into labor one time with Jazzy at Soul Kitchen. Like,
I don't find that shocking at all.
no, the bass was just amazing.
Tell me
Big ups
this:
to
how many times have you and I, like, both? Because you know, when I got that scene to get in the studio and stuff, it so happened that we were on the same type of out of the scene cycle. We'd see each other, and we're like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you so long. I haven't been out at all." And then like another 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
haven't seen
remember
you."
your house though. I remember your house. It was you, Mario.
That wasn't my house. That was a
Sean.
room, man.
It wasn't. I just remember everybody just
Yeah,
always
that was
there.
a commune. I had
It
to-
was like a-
Mario Longo?
Yeah.
It was like a city.
Big up to Mario.
What's up, Mario?
It was it. Yeah.
Sean.
Saving money to get to our new joint. That was
All
you know.
kinds. It was just
yeah.
like, oh, I knew we were pulling up to the house. I knew it was just gonna be fun. You didn't have to leave that little village. People that, you know, it was a whole little family.
We'd enjoy ourselves a little
It was
bit.
like Christmas, Thanksgiving dinner all together every day.
We tend to do
You
that.
know,
I'm
so
glad you mentioned that because like we used to do that at Tony and Belinda's crib.
yeah.
You know,
New Year's,
a
too.
few years in a row. It was like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, New Year's, and we may
Christmas,
alternate.
Christmas Eve.
You know, I mean, every now and then between Christmas and all that.
Yeah.
You know, just all the families.
Yeah.
Everybody brought their kids.
Yes.
and we just played music all day.
I was the first one to bring my kids. I didn't care. I was the only one that had kids.
How many truckloads did you have to make?
Man, I remember. I heard I have kids in different areas of the town. I don't know. But Destiny and Ariel, man, they grew up with all these people, with all you guys, you know. So it's cool. You know, she looks back and she's like, wow.
That's what makes house music the community it is.
It's special.
You know,
right
I'm in here last week. And Destiny's all pregnant and shit. And she's like, I remember when we used to be in Tony's house, and and everybody playing. It's like, it's
memories.
It's not
music.
just the Jesus pose.
Yeah.
It's not just I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking none of that. I mean,
I'm knocking this.
That's the first time I did that. Holy shit!
I did that.
I've
I
never
totally
done that
baited you to
before.
do that. I'm gonna do a screenshot of that shit. I'm posting it everywhere. Hey, listen. Let me. I want to tell you.
Never live this
Let
down.
me tell you a story
rewind.
about the youngsters. One time when I was still doing the weekly at 702, a little restaurant gig. Tony brought Jasmine up and his youngest daughter up, and I had seen them. I'd seen Jasmine, but I hadn't seen like that, right? And I was at the time, I was always closing out because it was squares there with Gabrielle. And because it's I'll get chilled. And she starts singing, phrasing on point, and she was like 14.
Oh,
and she's like, yeah. She's like doing the runs.
Yes,
and
that's
I was like,
Jasmine.
oh, that was the youngest. I'm
Oh,
like,
that was Genesis.
I'm like, oh my God. I said, that's so odd. How do you know that song? Tony goes, she was
know.
probably conceived in this song.
And he's not joking about that. He is so for
She
real.
was probably conceived.
Yes, he is so for real about that. I swear to God.
One of my favorite stories in the world.
Yep,
But
that's the truth.
it's real. It's our life.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong. There's no one right way to do this. I'm not saying
There's
just because
not.
we grew up in house music that's the only way to go. Obviously, if you're not of our age, then you can't be expected to do that. But what I do like to point out and shed light on is that I was about to say some really corny shit.
I was waiting for
I had
you.
to stop myself.
It's a feeling?
No,
Feel
it's
the
just
vibe.
that no one's looking for attaboys.
No.
And to me, this is like a foundation for why, as elder statesmen, we're gatekeepers.
Yeah.
And it's why there's so much skin in the game. It's not just buying a laptop. It's not just whatever hours you put in trying to hone your craft, which is good, and you got to keep doing that. But it's more a matter of, with all the cheese out there, I hate. I'm gonna wave this fucking flag until I pop somebody in the back of the fucking head. Like it would be none of this without that.
Exactly.
Your house societies, your soul kitchens, your empire ballrooms,
Yes,
your
Empire.
utopias,
Yes,
your
Utopia.
homes,
I was
all of that
19
stuff.
working at Utopia. That was like my first cocktail job.
Hey, man, what's the statute of limitations on that?
That was just back in the day how it was.
Drop a nickel.
I
statute of
think that's where
limitations
I
or the
met
statutory?
Vanessa.
I'm
That's
going
where
to
I
tell
met-
half the truth about
that's
that.
where I met Vanessa Ella and everybody.
Oh, vanilla.
Vanilla. That was when my BFF.
Aloha.
Hi, Vanessa.
Listen, everybody's your BFF. You're
I
like the
know, I got a lot of
nicest in the
BFF.
world.
It's
I would love it for
BFF.
you. Dude,
You guys are my BFFs too.
I would love it for one day someone to come in and you go, "Ah, fuck you, bitch, I hate your ass." Something
would never
crazy.
do
That's what
that.
I'm saying.
That ain't house music.
Just,
No, it's not.
I beg to differ. Sometimes it is, but I would just think
Sometimes it's
because
necessary.
you're such a sweet person, you're like the nicest person
Sometimes
ever.
it's
That it would be kind of
Yeah.
cool. Be like, oh shit,
This is true.
Oh shit, like if that was what happened, that person would have been shot by somebody
Yeah.
else because that's pretty. You're pretty damn nice.
Yep,
Too
exactly.
nice.
But you know what? Like he said, it's a foundation that everybody has put so much work into. Sacrifice. Like today, I mean, my daughter's having a baby tomorrow. I should be at home, blah blah blah. But you know what? I dedicated my life to this on a Wednesday night.
Well, she was trying to come down too, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So that shows the
She
house
might
head.
show up.
The house head
She might
apple
show
doesn't fall
up.
too far from the
I
house
swear
head
to
tree.
God, I will not be surprised if Destiny walks in right now. Like
That would be
you know,
awesome.
But that's why the younger generation of the city really means a lot to me, because we were young. We, at 14, 15 years old, I was passing out flyers. Like, I ran to, an old friend of mine. She's like, oh my God, the first time I met Jess was in 10th grade, and she was passing out flyers to some party, to some house party or whatever.
She'd already dialed back in the scene by then. I was already done. She needed to take it back a notch. She'd been going too hard about the 10th grade.
Yeah, my mom was like, where'd you get this money? I was like, Mom, we threw a good party. I don't know. That's it.
Vegas life, baby.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, that's the thing about it. It's a lifestyle. It's like the difference between changing your lifestyle and dieting.
Yeah.
Some cats are diet house heads.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I supported as a single mom.
I have to write that shit down.
As a single mom, I did support my 3 girls, DJing in different, ways and stuff like that.
Talk that shit.
Yeah, I mean, my first gig was at Foundation Room. I mean, I was at the
Great
Hard
venue.
Rock. Oh, I love Foundation Room.
Did you ever play Glow?
Glow?
I've seen you at Glow.
I think I did. I remember. I think I was singing at Glow. I
think so, too.
Because I mean, my first real singing gig, like where it was like in a nightclub, was at Light with Eddie McDonald.
Tell me this: I'll ask this to
Eddie.
every old school head that we have here. Do you subconsciously put people in categories like I do? If you weren't around for Glow, or you were around and you didn't go to Glow,
definitely.
I say, okay, I can only divulge so much information about
Yeah.
how I live
Yep.
to this month. Because if you
Yeah.
lived here and you didn't go to Glow,
Yeah.
you're cool, but you weren't.
And then it goes even farther
You weren't
than that.
damn. Way for
me,
yeah,
like,
you weren't
she
damn.
Like Jose Too Hype, he was like one of the old school cats, and I remember singing with him. I recorded in his house. I think all I did was like, all right, and he's like,
I'm glad you
my
expanded
wife was
upon
in
that.
the other room.
That was on him.
But hey, it was an awesome record.
He gave you the mic.
You know what? He gave me the mic, and you know what? I remember singing with him, and it was a great rave. It was a great party, and everybody started shooting, and we just got the turntables and hid behind the table, and we're like, "Oh, that was a great set."
See,
Oh,
that's what kind of a down ass broad you are. You're like,
It was just
grab the gear.
Grab the gear. That was the first thing we got. I swear to God, that was the first thing we got. Were the turntables and the records. We were behind the table.
It's a natural instinct when you buy shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
There's no hand me down, and I'm not
Yeah.
knocking hand me down. I'm just saying that it your mindset changes when you invest.
Yeah.
It's like
and when
buying
you
a car and a
dig
rental
and
car.
you-
It's like driving a rental car. When you go out of town and drive a rental car, you tend to not be so careful with that bad boy
Oh,
as
yeah.
you do when you're making the payment.
Oh heck
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Simple.
So I mean, the way I feel, like if you have a weekly and you're just trying to do it for the passion, and like Wednesday nights, I just want to do it because I want to open it up to people. There's so many cliques here and there, and there shouldn't be cliques. Like, I kind of want everybody just to be like
No,
this.
not
You know
pro-clique.
what I mean? Pro clique. there is, right here, there's no cliques allowed in this place on a Wednesday night. So it's just like, the ladies need to step up
Yes, they
and
do.
come out. I know you guys are there. A lot of my friends, I know, like Belinda, I could just imagine if she threw a set together. Like, imagine what that
I
sounds
hear
like.
good stuff, but up until I see it, it's all it ain't happened yet.
It ain't happened. So,
So
you know where I'm at.
Let's go, Belinda. What's up?
I know. I've been telling her.
Hey,
Man.
Apollo's old enough now.
Called
He's playing
out.
now.
You
Yep,
know?
calling you out, girl. Woo! Let's make it happen.
There's a lot of girls out there that I know they play. They want to play. Well, here you go. Now's your chance. Come out. The youngsters too. Like, come out, girl.
I told you I got you on 2 months. I already put it laid down. So you guys will paint you in the corner. So she's gonna be here. Boom.
Yep, there it is.
So I told everybody. She goes, "No, you didn't know that." Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Make it happen.
When it comes to a weekly, you can't be all about the money. Yeah, like, when you have a bar, yes, of course, like blah 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 blah. But if you think you're like J-Lo and you want to get paid and you're just gonna burn a bridge over $50 freaking, hey, you know what? Didn't want you anyways. So
Buy a boat.
there you go. Yeah, buy a couple.
Buy a couple. She goes.
Buy a pair.
Buy a couple boats. Old school. Oh, hey, who I saw that was old school the other day? That was getting billing down at. This is kind of off the subject, but on the subject was Presto One.
Oh yeah, Presto.
That dude, maybe not always in the same genre, but that turntable is machine.
Oh, he's amazing. He's in my world.
And Inspire.
He's definitely one of the best.
Yeah, Inspire.
Ever.
I haven't seen him. Seen
Yeah.
him for Good God. Since
I
Big
think,
B's, Mr. B's was open.
Yeah, I think one of the first parties that me and the girls threw, it was me and my Filipina sisters. Actually, it was
You
me.
got a lot of family.
It was Filipina, Laos, Korean, and Thai. That was Annette. I know Annette's watching. Better be. And it was at Como Kitchen.
That was tough.
And we had, I know Presto was there.
He's
And
good.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
was.
next level good.
He was
Like,
breakdancing that night.
That dude's
That's
dope.
how I met him.
You're a social butterfly.
Well, you know.
He goes, well, you know.
I
I'm a
just love
lover.
music and dance, whatever the art is. Like, I'm all about it.
The best part is I can see you a mile away wherever I'm at. If I hadn't seen you for years, if I come to a club, I'm like, oh shit, my short ass. I'm like, oh damn, I just here. And I make my way through the crowd, my little short ass, and I get up. I'm like, yay.
Well, it's hard to miss me. I'm like
That's
this.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Especially when I do my hair.
Oh, that's the best when you got that shit up on factor 12.
Like,
Whoa, dude, that's some craziness.
Freaking Snooki.
See, what's crazy about it is that right now she's kind of the same height as all of us, but the legs are
comes.
like,
Dude.
holy shit!
Dude.
Like, how'd you get that high?
Yeah.
It's a really
Monkey business.
yeah,
Monkey
right.
bit that flondo.
That
Good one.
See what
There
I
you
did?
go.
See, I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm
kicked
just,
in.
I'm just, no,
So-
I'm just happy to prove you
Kicked
wrong
in, what,
because
30
I
minutes
zigged when you thought it was zag. Because that flawn will calm a motherfucker down.
That
This,
was a-
not a goddamn
that
thing.
was
This is- I
marble.
feel great. No pains in my body right
See?
Yeah.
now. But I'm not, stop talking.
My eyes are kind of warm. It's not because of light. It's that monkey business.
OG scandalous.
Yeah, we went with some ice cream today.
Still delicious.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, that flondo.
With that flan.
More flan to come. More flan to come.
But this is really good. What flavor is this?
That's avocado.
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
This is the most amazing thing I've
What was
ever
that?
had.
Avocado, and this
Oh my
right
God,
here is
that avocado.
that's a Swiss mocha,
Yeah, that's gone.
and mine was the caramel macchiato.
Insane. I've never had this in my life. Go ahead, because this will change your life.
We're going to the whole while.
This will change your
Oh
life,
shit!
right?
Oh, I got totally screwed on that fucking deal.
Oh my God.
Like that's delicious, but that's like punch your
It's
cousin
like,
in
you
the
know,
throat.
and it's crazy because I love to just like open up an avocado and just eat it with a spoon. So that's exactly
That's
what
in
it
your
is.
genes.
I know. I know. Kind of like my hoopty out there. I don't do shit. Like, I don't care. No AC, no windows. Whatever. I'll make my way, however, to where I
Dude, that
gotta
is
go.
really good. All right, that's going too big of a monkey business, yet, but goddamn.
Thank you, thank you.
But anyways, yeah.
Monkey business shop open soon to come.
Put that flan
Oh,
though.
heck yeah.
Put that flan.
So yeah, I just want to, you know, with Wednesdays, you know, it started out like, you know, I just had the babies, you know, kind of like took a little break again, you know, but my boy from work, he was opening up a bar, and he's like, next year I'm opening up a bar, you know, maybe you can help me out, throw some music. I said, well, I'm off on Tuesday and Wednesdays, you know, I'll do Wednesday, whatever. And then that's
Which is
when,
a hard night.
This is a hard night. You know what? I've always done a Wednesday though. Like
You're a glutton for punishment.
at the Red Room, I had a Wednesday night at the Red Room. I remember the owners back at the Red Room, they
When was
asked
that?
me to, that was like 2007.
Yeah,
so Dragon had already closed down.
Oh yeah, Dragon had closed down. And
That's when
Soul
they changed
Kitchen,
from Woody's.
yeah, that's when we were at the Heights for 1 year for Soul Kitchen, and the Heights closed down, I think, like a day before our 1 year anniversary. It was like, or either a day before or a day after, I can't remember. And we were just like, oh my God. And Edgar had to think quick, like, where are we going? But our hangout was at Woody's. We hung out there all the time, and they were just like, come on down.
Edgar's good at that. He had to pivot on quite a few, what, 4 or 5 times now?
Yeah, he
At least 4, right?
Oh, since then? Yeah.
No, just it's cumulative over the time. Like he had to make some change. Like
Oh,
bam,
yeah,
bam,
he had to think
and
fast.
always standing on landing
Yeah,
on his
he
feet.
thought fast with that. And then thank God, because I remember a couple times, you know, I go around saying hi to people that we don't know, welcoming them, you know, hey, can I get you a drink or
Told you.
whatever.
Super nice.
And I remember just being super nice to this guy with a mohawk and
Totally.
little Mikey Tang, little Asian, and Rick Barcode. And I remember being like, hey, can I buy you guys a drink? Thank you so much for coming to Soul Kitchen, all that stuff, not knowing that they actually bought the place. And they were like, you know what? We actually like Soul Kitchen, and we want to brand it. They got Soul Kitchen T-shirts, and the bartenders were wearing Soul Kitchen, and that was awesome. You know, it was really
Yeah,
cool.
that was cool. Like when it got to the
That was
point
awesome.
where I want to say it was like right around. Let me see. Once it turned into Red Room, the kitchen was still there for a little while.
Yeah.
And
Yes, Corey.
Yeah, right around after they stopped serving food, that's when everything started to change, and you
Yeah.
see the
They
bartenders
remodeled.
with Soul Kitchen T-shirts
Yep.
on,
We had a release party there. Our second vinyl release was there.
and that's when it. And to me, that was the beginning. In my, because I had just gotten here.
Yeah, that was like
Um,
2005.
that was the beginning of. It wasn't just monetization. It was just a little more organized. Edgar's popping off. It's every Thursday, you know, and it was almost always, a great week every Thursday.
yeah,
I mean,
every
nothing's
Thursday.
perfect. You
Yeah, it's
know.
hard doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Doing it weekly, yeah, it's tough.
I remember one time the power went out. It was raining so hard, the power went out. It was all good. The Mayan Kings started playing their drums, and everybody was dancing. We lit the candles, and we were
Sounds
drinking
like a fire.
hot
That sounds like a
Coronas.
fire hazard.
It was awesome. Power was off. Oh well, it didn't matter. It kept going.
How'd y'all
Yeah,
play on?
because I
How'd y'all
mean,
play on?
because when it's all said and
Y'all were
done,
drunk.
you know,
Y'all were drunk.
Coronas.
nobody wants to go
Can't
home.
wrong.
Y'all were drunk.
Yeah, rain or shine. He always said rain or shine.
DJ Postman.
You know, a lot of DJs came out of there too. You know, like I remember I was on Wednesdays and we had Soul Kitchen on Thursdays. Mike Attack was during the weekend. He had the weekend. A lot of other DJs too and stuff. And I remember they were young. Now they're big,
Oh,
big. I remember just telling them, ride the wave, guys. Ride the wave.
Ride
Because
the
you can't
wave.
burn a bridge in this city. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
boom.
Boom. I'm like,
But yeah, so the what was that? Telefino?
The
Was name of it? Elefino.
That's a
yeah, we were there for a
Yeah,
minute.
this.
That name is.
So as soon as I tried to say it, my mind was like, "Dude, seriously?
That's what happens.
You
when
really gonna try to say this
you
word?"
get a bartender that hasn't had a drink in 20 years and then opens his own bar.
Wow.
You know, kind of like
They lose
stuff
marketing
like that.
sense?
Yeah. But as soon as I heard Tino had this file, I was like,
How'd he go again? Oh, remix.
monkey business. Is that monkey business?
That was the remix. One
I was
time.
like, no, but I want to say thank you to the crew here at Juicy Beats for having us. You know,
They're
we
opening
got
doors for a lot
big
of cats. It's
plans.
good.
Got big plans for Wednesdays. You know, so yeah.
Like.
You know, I just
I'm
can't
assuming,
say
having
yet.
me back. It's probably got to be there somewhere.
All I say is that my big 4-0, my big birthday is in December, and so we're trying to build up to that, and that's going to be a huge surprise for everybody who's going to come that night. So I'm excited.
There we go.
Well,
Yeah.
That's what I'll talk about.
We're
Build that
building
suspense.
it. It's building, you know, and you know, right now we got all the heads, you know, playing. You know, that you're playing in a couple of weeks. Bruno played here.
Finally,
we
I
had
played him, plays him
Mindy.
for
We
you.
had everybody pretty much just throwing down every different week here at Wednesdays, and it's really cool because I feel like you guys are all just blessed in the decks, you know, to what's to come in years from now down the road, like 10 years from now. You know, remember Wednesdays the way we remember things like 17 years ago.
Look at you.
Yeah.
know?
Look at you full circling it.
I am.
Damn. You full circle the crap out of that. That's what I'm talking about.
You know, when you get older, you have like a 5-year, 10-year, 20-year plan.
You should have that when you're 18.
Yeah, you
motherfucker.
should. If you listen to Mama J, like, you'll learn. So you'll learn.
Yeah, who's
That's
that?
We all learned the hard way. I
Who's
know
that,
I did.
Who's that
I
ice cream
was-
on tonight?
Woo.
It's on your ass.
It's an avocado.
It's on your
It's
ass.
an avocado,
tonight.
though.
It's on your ass tonight.
Avocado, though.
I say we do a shot
Oh, yeah. There.
because, well,
Can I have some
I just
water?
want one. Oh, you must have got work here.
This is water, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you asked me to get you some water.
It's holy water.
Big ups to your mom. I haven't seen her in a
Hi,
while.
Mom.
You know, you like
Yes.
your mom.
Mama. She's
Mama's
the
lovely.
one. Her and my dad, man. My mom had me on stage singing.
There's a
some
pattern.
gospel.
There's a pattern I'm seeing.
Yeah, some gospel.
Thank you,
At
God.
8 years old, she threw me up there. I didn't know the words, but I sang it.
Please tell me you said feel the vibe.
I was thinking like something close to that, actually. I know they were feeling the vibe, though.
Yeah.
Salud.
Yamas.
Avocado, though.
Hashtag Yamas. Hashtag Greek Americans. Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Ah, that was some harsh water.
Well, I'm looking forward to what you got
Mexican
in
water.
store, and also looking forward to tonight.
Yeah.
You know,
2 weeks in
so-
a row for us. It's
So you guys need to
Yeah.
come on down tonight to see what's popping down at Juicy Beats. You know where it is. You got Google.
Yep.
I hope so.
Next week, we got all the girls at the end of every month.
About time.
We got all the girls playing. I got Sky, Olan, Ona be playing.
What's that called?
What's the
Sexism.
avocado? Oh yeah, he called me sexist.
Sexism.
Sexist night.
That's right. Sexist night. Keep
I
it
hope
real.
it's a sexist night because
Keep it
it's
real.
hard to get the girls out here.
Keep it real.
My boy's been like supporting where girls at.
what
Well,
I'm
Mindy's always here too. What's up, Mindy?
Dude,
Mindy J.
What's up, girl?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to what you got coming up, and I appreciate you taking the time to come down early.
Anytime.
And get it in before your night starts.
Yes.
And you need to take advantage of that and come on down before the night starts also. And who knows? There may be some monkey business here.
There might be. Jay, you know what?
If there's any left.
No, you could-
Avocado.
And if you don't know her, which if there's probably one person maybe, it's definitely worth your time because you always make me smile.
Oh, well, hey.
So make sure you're on the lookout. Find Jessica Lynn on Facebook and on her Grammygram
Yeah.
before she's a Grammygram.
G-Mom.
Oh, shit.
Not bad for a little freestyle.
Tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
I like that you can do it that way. You can
Are
do
they
that
gonna
way.
induce her?
No, she's scheduled to have a cesarean.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I told her, why go through all that? Just schedule it and get it over.
When I picked up my kitten from off Craigslist, best pussy ever gotten off Craigslist. And on that note,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about those Yankees?
Avocado, no.
it was gratuitous and it was meant to be shown.
Hashtag.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Much love. Bruno
And
Browning.
be on the lookout for the next episode. Once again, I want to thank our guest Jessica Lynn, and on behalf of my man Bruno Browning and myself, DJ Roy Evans. Till next time, be safe.
Peace.
Yep.
And now we're gonna make it go so we don't have to cut it off abruptly. That's right, I did that shit on purpose. Feel the vibe. Feel the
Let's keep talking. Fuck it. Let's make one for next week. No.
Sure, let's make one for next week.
I wanted to get something good while I was still streaming.
No, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. But you know what this happened?
Where you
This happened, and that's gonna be a screenshot.
just mean that means